Hello, welcome to CritterStudios Extra. So this is a channel that I rebranded. Actually, no. Recently I rebranded the MUI channel to CritterStudios Extra because I feel like I would have a commentary version of the CritterStudios channel, since the main CritterStudios channel is super focused on episodes and shorts. So this is the first ever video for this channel. So today we're gonna talk about something that is not in CritterStudios. So you guys remember that we have every single critter that is in CritterStudios. However, there are some critters that are in Critters group, which is the smiling critters, the critters group that started it all, and then the frowning critters, which is basically the opposite of the smiling critters. And then you have the grumpy critters, a group of red angry critters, and then the nightmare critters, which is the new critters that was revealed back in October 2024, and then the hood critters, which is basically a bunch of black colored critters. But there is only one critters group that has not returned at all, and that is the Endsville Critters. So the Endsville Critters are basically the vintage versions of the smiling critters, and it's going to be hard because I forgot one of their names. So the main one is Cat Rionette, Toby Dog, Bobby Sweetheart, Picky. I forgot her name. I forgot the elephant's name too. Vigilante Scotch and Beatnik Chicken. I'm sorry, I kind of forgot their names because I haven't mentioned these guys in a while. So for some reason, the Endsville Critters are like the only critters group that do not appear in the CritterStudios at all. So the reason why is because somewhere in 2024, back in the Epic Show era, after the frowning critters were added and all of them had their video debut, which is Sir Wolf's Mansion, the frowning critters. So the Endsville Critters were very difficult because they were more so while the other critters from CritterStudios are easy to make, the Endsville Critters, they are completely different because they are more detailed. They are more detailed and a bit harder to make. And yeah, but after all that, I finally got them. But for some reason, they did not get a Sir Wolf. They did not get a video debut. Another Sir Wolf video where Sir Wolf introduced the Endsville Critters, but sadly that video was scrapped due to something that I can't talk about. So I know some of my friends on Discord, they might forgot who the Endsville Critters are because the Endsville Critters were not mentioned in CritterStudios at all. So basically, the real reason why the Endsville Critters did not return is because due to the fact that they take place somewhere in the vintage, like in the 1920s or 1930s or 1940s or whatever. But not only that, it's because it will be more harder to redesign them because they are more detailed than the smiling critters themselves. But yeah, the frowning critters are like the hardest critters group to ever design because they were more, I know I keep repeating this, they were more detailed than the smiling critters, but not only that, it was kind of hard to add, it was kind of super impossible to add them in CritterStudios because the Endsville Critters appearing in CritterStudios wouldn't work due to them being vintage and being black and white and taking place in the vintage timeline or whatever you call it. But that's the real reason why they were never mentioned anywhere in CritterStudios at all. I mean, back in September 2024 when I started the CritterStudios era and redesigned all the TES designs of the smiling critters, frowning critters, and some of my critter OCs and Frowny Fox that debuted in Epic Show, redesigning them for CritterStudios. But however, the Endsville Critters did not get one. I mean, I was planning on redesigning the Endsville Critters and adding them to CritterStudios back in September, but sadly, that never happened because it was probably because the problem is they were more harder to design. And not only that, um, the Endsville Critters, they, it's going to be more hard for them to get an appearance in CritterStudios. So yeah, that's the reason why the Endsville Critters did not appear in CritterStudios. They were not mentioned at all. They were not mentioned at all. They never appeared in any videos of Epic Show before Epic Show ended. And yeah, that's all I have for the Endsville Critters. Mostly this video is about why the Endsville Critters didn't appear. So that's all for now, and I hope to see you in the next video.